What's up, YouTube? It's Andrew. This is the third time me trying to make this freaking video. My phone died the first time, didn't have my GoPro charged, and it died the second time. So let's just try this one more time. And if it doesn't come out, then that's pretty much it. It's not meant to be. Alright, let me move my GoPro stand thing out the freaking way. So how's everybody's little week start off? Mine started off pretty damn good. I'm gonna call this a rant, I guess you'd say. I'm gonna steal this idea from my buddy JJ. I'm gonna have a little rant session. You know, I've got more subscribers than I really ever thought I would, and most people that say that have like thousands or whatever. But anyways, I just want to first and foremost thank all you guys for subscribing to my channel. I hope, you know, what content is basically, it's the best I got. It's the best I can do right now. Hopefully I can get it better and better as we go. I'm hoping somebody, at least, like somebody left in a comment on one of my last video. I'm hoping I'm at least helping one person out, because if I'm doing that, then I'm doing my job. You know, I'm doing what I'm here to do and what I want to do. But I'm seeing a lot of people on YouTube, and this may be kind of scatterbrained and none of it really make 100% sense, but just hear me out, and then we'll get into the main reason I'm making the video is to talk about this engine and what I've done to it, because I have changed up some stuff on it and wanted to explain why, how, and all that. But I'm seeing all these guys on these videos that have someone, I'm gonna call it their go-to guy. If they have a question about something to do with one of their rigs or their rides, whatever you want to call it, they contact them and they work it out with them, and that's great. I have the same thing. Can't say anything wrong with that. But it does not mean that you can't take advice from other guys that do nitro, especially ones that have decades of experience. You know what I mean? That would be like me asking someone that's got 2 years of doing nitro compared to Adam Drake, and me listening to the guy with 2 years over Adam Drake. Come on, guys. Just, you know, use your head with that. It blows my mind how that happens all the freaking time. You know, in my personal opinion, the best way you're going to learn from nitro is to do. You know what I mean? When I first started doing the nitro, I had a buddy I talked to all the time. He basically held my hand for the first, you know, little bit, and then I started getting the interest of wanting to learn myself. Read forums, read articles, go to the website. Like if you own a techno, go to the techno website, read their forums, read their setup sheets. You know what I mean? Check stuff out. Go out there with a gallon of fuel and just test. Change your Ackerman position. Change your ride height. Change your Venturis. Change, you know, your pipes, your man. I mean, the list goes on, guys. Get out there and test and learn. It's the only way you're truly going to learn, in my opinion. And I don't mean this towards anyone in particular. I just see it quite often, and it just really gets under my skin. It's like, you know, there's not one person that knows that much, you know what I mean? Adam Drake still learns every day. Ty Tessman, Gordon Tess. I mean, there's all these guys, you know what I mean? And I have a huge, well, not a huge, but I have quite a few guys that race with Jared Tebow and stuff like that in electric 10th scale and stuff like that I speak to now. If I have a question, I can email them, you know. It's stuff like that, you know, that I understand. But I'm just going to put this one out there. I'm not going to put any names, but if someone tells me I can run a fucking, let's say a ProTech or a OS or any glow plug in this Novarossi and it be okay, I'm going to run it. You know what I mean? It's okay to freaking run it. Somebody that has plenty of experience says it's okay. I'm not going to go and buy a Novarossi glow plug if I don't have one or don't have the money to get one, and not run my engine over listening to someone else saying, oh, it's a Novarossi engine. You have to run Novarossi glow plug. It makes that big a difference. No, it doesn't at all. But anyway, guys, give me 1 second. Family interruption. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, that's enough of all that. Just get out there and test, you know what I mean? Try it on your own. If it's something serious, then ask. But if not, just try, guys. Get out there and test, and you'll have a lot more fun. You'll learn a whole lot more. It's easier to learn doing hands-on 90% of the time than it is any other way. But anyways, back to what I was making the video about. I did have running footage, so I will get that up to y'all either this afternoon, or I'll make a video tomorrow of this thing running to show you what it's doing. That way you have the visual proof, I guess you'd say. Alright, y'all know I have the R5T, or the Reds R5T Team Edition version 4. I have 2 of them, one brand new in the package, and this one that's not had very much fuel through it. I've ran right at a gallon probably myself. I've been running a lot through it. Been testing a whole bunch of different stuff, because I was going to put this in the TKI4, but since it broke, I figured I would try it out in the Techno, and I actually like it in the Techno better because the Techno handles just way better in general. I've tested all my pipes and manifolds, all my Novarosi ones, my Pico ones. Even though it's not a Reds, I'm going to run it. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was thinking something else. But I actually have a Pico pipe, a 2046, and a Novarosi 41021. This is the best combination I have. I have, I think, 5 different Novarosi manifolds and 4 different Novarosi pipes. And I also have other pipes and manifolds, like this the Ryan Lutz Alpha 2090. I have that whole setup. I'm actually going to try that. This is actually really neat. Let me show you this real quick, guys. It has different tips, so you can change the diameter of the exhaust tip. You can, let's say you have a 6 mil Venturi, you can have a 6 mil exhaust tip. I don't know anything about it, but guess what? I'm going to put a gallon through it to find out what the different tips do, if I can even tell the difference. But anyway, so this is the best combination I found. For those that don't know, I live in Taos, New Mexico. The altitude's like 6,000 foot, 6,500, something like that. So my tuning is way different than what if I message someone in Texas or in Kentucky or Tennessee, wherever. If I message someone there and ask them what their needle settings are, it's not going to do me a damn bit of good. I don't really talk to too many people around here, so I don't have people here in my local area, a lot of them anyway, that know, I guess, as much as me or more, whatever. I'm sure there are, but I just haven't met them. But that can tell me, my needle settings. So like I said, just test it, you know what I mean? Get out there and freaking test your shit. But the altitude takes, I know at about 8,000 or 9,000 foot, it takes almost 30% of your power away from your engine. That's crazy. I actually emailed Adam Drake. He emailed me back, said he's ran in Colorado, and it is a crazy difference in power from somewhere like Colorado to sea level. We'll just put it that way. It's really crazy. You have to go a lot leaner. I have read some forums, and people, for some reason, argue that you have to go richer. Like, literally was arguing with a guy like an idiot. I don't know why I was, but him telling me I should run richer when really I know what I need to run, because when I run richer, it dies. Hang on, sorry, one more interruption. Sorry about that, guys. My 18-month-old came into the RC room, and there's tools and nitros laying everywhere. No good for a kid. But what was I talking about? Alright, yeah, the altitude. So my tuning's way different. I have to run a lot leaner, which makes my temperatures higher, which means I need to run a lower glow plug, right? Or a cooler glow plug. No, because it's going to kill my engines. They're going to load up, die, whatever term you want to call it. So I've looked up multiple different solutions, different pipes. I've tried every and anything I can. And I mean, my engines run fast. I mean, they're powerful. I can keep up with anyone else that has whatever they have, unless it's like freakishly modded or something. But I do have a solution for that here in a couple weeks. Modded 28.8 that's already, coming from Rick. But anyways, so I've done the research. I figured out how to do all the compression ratios, where you measure from bottom dead center to top dead center, minus your stack and your button, blah, 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 blah. So I did all this stuff, and I have, this comes with a two different shims, a thicker and a thinner. We'll just put it in basic terms for everybody and make it short and sweet. I took out the smallest one, which is like 0.01 or 0.001, whatever it is. I took it out, and I've ran 4 tanks through it. I took the head off, took the back plate off, and made sure my connecting rods and my pins, nothing was, wiggling, no play in it, no wearing. And then I checked my head for pitting, or my piston and stuff like that for pitting or anything like that. Everything's super great. I'm going to run a few more tanks through it, but I will show y'all the footage of that because this thing is even better now. I'm pretty sure I gained I'm going to say 20% of power loss back plus some. It's almost pulling the front end off the ground. If I hit any kind of a small bump or I'm on concrete, the front end will come off the ground. It is a monster now. But if you do the head shims, make sure you know what you're doing. I'm still going to, I'm going to say maybe 4 or 5 tanks, I'm going to pull it apart, double check everything, make sure it's working right. That's the only way that I've read, listened, got the advice from with something like that. I'm not going to waste a $500 engine on just because of a head shim. That I understand, you run to somebody for help, but I'm still testing to figure out. I mean, you've got to put the time in yourself to learn. But I did remove the smallest shim, and it is making a huge difference. It had my Reds had an OS P3 plug in it, and it ran just fine, ran perfect, So it doesn't have to be whatever brand engine it is, guys. But sorry I keep going to that. I told you that really got under my skin. Just man, and I didn't want to say nothing and couldn't say nothing. It's not my place, it's not my channel, so y'all do what y'all do on yours, I'll do what I do on mine. You know what I mean? I'll try to respect it the best I can. But I put a colder glow plug. I put put one of these bad boys in there, the CTL7 Novarosi. It's a cold glow plug. The hottest my engine got was 161. And I leaned it out maybe a quarter of an hour turn, just a tiny bit on the top end, and it dropped it down enough to make where I feel safe. I know you can run up to 300, some engines, and I know the Reds like to run hot anyways, but yeah, 260, 270 all day long safe. I would say 280 is okay also, really. If you're wanting to baby your engine and just really baby doll it, yeah, keep it at 220. Good luck keeping it there and getting the power you need. It's not going to happen. And if you are, more power to you. I'm sure there's always those naysayers that say, oh, well, I do this and I can do that. Well, if you can and you really can do it, more power to you. But I mean, there's a lot of people that talk and say this, that, and the other just to, I guess, fit in with a lot of other people. But like I'm saying, guys, just get out there and test, run your stuff. I'll get y'all footage of this either this afternoon or tomorrow of what it's like without the shim. I'll show you the head and everything before and after so you can see for yourself. Nothing's, it's not hurting anything. And I'm going to keep doing an update on that. That way, for anyone that does want to take a shim out, I know, like RB Mods, it has it written on the freaking top of the box, you can remove a shim after a gallon. So, I mean, it's not going to really, I don't think it's going to hurt anything. Some engines can take it, some can't, from what I understand. But this is one that can, and I know the Novarosis can. They're high enough quality, you know what I mean? I wouldn't do it with some cheapo that it's probably only going to get 2 or 3 gallons through it anyways before it loses compression. But besides that, guys, I hope you're all having a great Monday. Again, I'll try to get some footage out this afternoon of this. And I'm actually going to print out a couple of setup sheets. If for some reason anyone's interested, I'm going to fill out a setup sheet of my Techno MB48 .4. That way, it gives you a good baseline for the style that I'm running, the higher jumps, the rougher terrain, more loamy track. But anyway, guys, I hope you're having a great Monday, and I will catch y'all on the next video.